Kentucky's capital city was hit hard by last month's flooding. Frankfort Mayor Lane Wilkerson says more than 500 homes were destroyed. Water also damaged the Paul Sawyer Library downtown. Weeks later, and the library still isn't open. But that's not stopping them from serving the public.
Wasn't a lot of preparation. We couldn't. The water came up so quickly. The Friends of the Library had their books. They have a bookstore within the library, and they store their extra books and donations downstairs in our parking garage. So we had planned for them to move things out and move them up here in the afternoon, and the water was coming up so quickly. They started at 10 o'clock, and we finished, or shortly after 10, we finished that by 1, and there was already water halfway up in the parking garage. So we closed the building at 1 and really just waited for what to happen. We had to have the power turned off. When we first heard about the flooding, we did not expect it to get as high as it ended up being. There was between 7 and 8 feet of water. So there were 3 full days that we were underwater. I mean, we were underwater before the crest. So once it went down, the water went down pretty quickly. Although we had to pump out the wells, the elevator wells, and then we were left with 2 to 3 inches of mud in the parking garage and on all the flat surfaces. We had a remediation company come in and get the mud out. That was the first thing, because you just couldn't walk in anywhere, and it just covered everything. So they came in and got the mud out, and then they sprayed the worst of it. We didn't have power for over a week, so once we got power restored, we were able to get the servers back up. We were offering all of our digital resources at that point. And then since Wednesday of last week, we started doing curbside service. Once it was okay for staff to get into the building, we started curbside, so patrons can call and put things on hold or put them on hold online, and then we deliver them to them outside. We're hoping that we can get one of our elevators in service by the end of the week, and if we get one of those 2 elevators in service, we will open back up to the public as soon as it's really safe for people to get into the building easily and then have access to the rest of the building. We will open up. So I'm hoping by the end of the week we can do that. I know that we have people here love their library, and they love coming into the library, and they'll take curbside service if that's the only thing we can offer, but they really would rather come into the library. So we want them to get back in here. Nobody wants that more than we do. So if they can be patient with us while we work through the issues that are keeping us closed, that would be fantastic.
In addition to digital checkout, classes held at the library were also moved online, including a weekly yoga class.